First, I'd start with take a few deep breaths and just remind yourself that everyone around you is in the same situation as you.
Leave your doors open if you're living in a dorm. Introduce yourself to everyone. No one's been in college before. We're all just starting out. So make sure to really be open and talk to other people because we're all going through the same thing together.
Time management and taking ownership over your calendar, you'll start to realize that the better you manage your schedule, the more time you actually have. And time is your most valuable asset, not just now, but for the rest of your life.
Take it nice and slow. College is a pretty big adjustment, so make sure you're listening to yourself and your personal needs.
Be open to just having a lot of new experiences, meeting new people, sharing a lot of cool memories for the rest of the time here at Pitt.
I would also learn what times not to do laundry.
Take advantage of all the opportunities that are in Welcome Week and to definitely engage with RAs.
Allow these 4 years for yourself to really grow as an individual.
And I probably would tell myself to walk my class route before classes actually start, so I kind of have an idea of where I'm going.
Have fun.
Good morning. My name is Marlon Neighbors, and it is my honor to serve as your Dean of Students and to welcome you to your new academic home, the University of Pittsburgh. We're excited that you've joined our community. You may be feeling some mixed emotions right now, both excited and uncertain. So I want to reassure you that when we accepted you as a student, we also committed to helping you succeed. There may be moments when you doubt yourself or think you may not belong. I know I have those moments. But I want to emphasize that you are not alone. Hundreds of faculty and staff members are here to support you, to celebrate your successes, to help you thrive in every aspect of well-being, and to provide encouragement throughout your time at Pitt. In a few moments, you are going to participate in our formal convocation ceremony, and it will be the official beginning of your Pitt journey. Throughout history and across cultures, humans have used formal ceremonies to add emphasis to inflection points in their lives. They may wear special clothing and participate in certain rituals to mark the moment as special and unique. Today is one of those inflection points in your life as you begin a new academic adventure. We hope that you enjoy today's ceremony, and we hope that when you leave Convocation, you will have a better understanding of what it means to be part of the educational community here at the University of Pittsburgh, one of the nation's oldest institutions of higher learning. One of the historic roles of universities is to provide spaces in which we can seek truth, create knowledge, challenge ideas and assumptions, and re-examine our own beliefs. As new members of this historic academic community, you each have a part to play in creating a healthy campus climate, a place where all voices feel empowered to express a wide range of viewpoints, a place of open hearts and open minds, a place we can be proud to call our academic home. Towards the end of this ceremony, you will be given an opportunity to engage for the first time in some of our Pitt traditions. Academia is full of tradition and history. It borrows its symbols from ancient sources, and new generations give these symbols new meaning and resonance. In a moment, you will see the Chief University Marshal, who is the President of the University Senate, begin convocation by proceeding into the ceremony carrying a mace. The mace was a club carried in the Middle Ages to protect both church and civil authorities. It is now the academic symbol of the Chancellor's authority. You will also see more faculty and staff process in to witness your passage into our community. The faculty, staff, administration, and members of the Board of Trustees will all be wearing robes like the one I have on. Wearing academic robes dates to the 12th century when scholars wore them to keep warm in unheated buildings. Today, we wear academic regalia at all formal ceremonies. Traditional colors were added to the scholars' robes to distinguish different levels of degrees and faculties. You will see the colors of the disciplines at the University of Pittsburgh in the hoods being worn by the Chancellor's platform party and in the school banners lined up on the floor on each side. At the time of your graduation, you too will wear university regalia. We look to you to help carry on these traditions and to add new significance to them through your individual contributions to scientific, artistic, and professional knowledge and achievements. Class of 2029, new Pitt Panthers, welcome to Pitt.
Open eyes on the future and everything that we could be. Take my hand, so take my hand now. One more step into this open ocean, and we'll never forget all that we're made of. Our foundation.
Good morning, class of 2029. As Chief University Marshal for the University of Pittsburgh, I declare this new student convocation open and direct that the academic processional begins. Please welcome members of the University of Pittsburgh Alumni Association Council, members of the academic administration, members of the Board of Trustees, University of Pittsburgh officers, your Student Government Board President Marley Pinsky, and our 19th Chancellor of the University of Pittsburgh, Joan Gable.
Part of the University of Pittsburgh is the Cathedral of Learning.
There's a lot you can say about this place. Gritty? Well, we prefer tough, resilient. Innovative, of course. We are part of the city that built the backbone of America, and now we're making it bend and flex in every which way.
Your time at Pitt has also prepared you for what is possible.
But there's one thing you can't deny. When the world needs something, we find a way to give it to them. Whether that's defeating a crippling disease,
Salt's exhausting labors had paid off,
or fighting off the world's next life-threatening illness, we focus our eyes and attention on the ones who need us most, day in and far out.
So the question we have to deal with is, can we work and build together even when we're different?
All this comes naturally when you've built a foundation on community in a city that feels more like a family at a time when there's basically no other choice. So yeah, there's a lot you can say about this place. But this is what we know. We know that we've earned more than $1 billion in research funding just this year alone. We know that we're breaking ground for more groundbreaking innovation. We know that if you throw a problem our way, we'll do the work to solve it.
You are here, standing, greeted by the end of one journey and the beginning of the next.
We know that it's possible at Pitt.
Colleagues, please be seated. Good morning, Panthers. My name's Joan Gable, and it's my honor to be your Chancellor. And I know I speak for all of us here today when I say we are absolutely thrilled that you are here. Everyone, please look around at your classmates, your new friends, your new community. You've journeyed long and far to be here today. You navigated a lot of choices. You are accomplished, and you are interesting. You've overcome some challenges. You've literally crossed mountains, rivers, and oceans to be here together for the very first time. So friends, colleagues, members of the Pitt community, in recognition of this momentous occasion, please join me in a huge, enthusiastic round of applause for our University of Pittsburgh class of 2029. I think, Panthers, that it's important for you to understand why we are so happy that you're here. So let me tell you a little bit about you. First off, you're a major addition to the Pittsburgh community. There are more than 6,400 of you, including first-year and transfer students. So in addition to being incredibly accomplished and having great grades and great scores, I am looking at the largest ever first-year class in University of Pittsburgh history. You were selected from a record-breaking pool of nearly 65,000 applications. Never in our 238-year history has a Pitt education been so much in demand, and yet you stood out amidst that demand. And you represent an incredible array of backgrounds and experiences and communities. Let me tell you a little bit about that. Around 1,000 of you, or 17% of the first-year class, are the first in your family to attend college, and that deserves a round of applause. Welcome. Believe it or not, many of us on the faculty and staff are also the first in our families to go to college. So we know you're making your family and community proud, but you should know you also make us proud, and we're honored that as you take this step, you're choosing to do it at Pitt. This class also includes some of the very best and brightest of the great Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, representing 64 of our 67 counties. In fact, 60% of the first-year class and 76% of transfer students are from Pennsylvania. But wait, you also own the record for the largest number of first-year students from outside of Pennsylvania. This group includes students from 49 of the 50 states, plus the District of Columbia, Puerto Rico, Guam, and the Virgin Islands. Make friends with those classmates. You can visit them. Your class includes students from 35 countries across 6 continents. So as Walt Whitman might have said, you contain multitudes, spectacular multitudes, and no matter where you hail from, we are very excited that now we all proudly hail to Pitt. So friends, you're here today on the threshold of a new journey, and at the end of that journey, at graduation, if you can imagine that day, you will understand exactly what we mean when we say that there are things that are possible for you at Pitt that you didn't even know about before you came here. This journey will expand your understanding of who you are, what you know, and what you're capable of. You start this journey during complicated times, and we'll navigate different things over the course of the coming years. But I want you to know that we are guided by a shared set of values of community and collaboration, dialogue and discovery, and academic excellence and innovation. So how do you navigate this journey? How will this journey happen? That answer will have about 6,400 different iterations. It will be unique to each of you. But I do have some advice for every one of you to help you get started in the coming days and weeks. And I say this with a little experience. I've spent a little time at universities, but most of you may know I'm also a Pitt mom, and I watched it from that side of things too. So the first thing I'll say is be open-minded. Try new things. Join some student organizations. Do some volunteer work. Engage in student government. That'll help you find your people. And then find some more. Be curious. Ask about and learn about things that you don't know about or don't understand or maybe don't agree with, especially if you don't know about it or don't agree with it. Engage in dialogue and discussion because you've come to a place that is very committed to civic discourse as a core component of your education. And remember that every one of us, the faculty and staff, your fellow students across the university, are absolutely committed to supporting you on this journey. Don't be afraid to seek help. Academic support, emotional support, physical support, it's all part of the package. It's part of what you've signed up for. It's part of what we are proud and honored to do for you. And nothing makes us happier than seeing you discover and succeed and reach your fullest potential. Because it's possible at Pitt is not just something we say when you walk in the door. It's a defining characteristic. It's a North Star. And so to our newest Panthers, remember your presence today means many things, different things for each and every one of you. But it really signifies that you are ready. You are. You're ready for what comes next, and you've joined a community that wants to help you find that next. So students, you're right where you belong, and we are so pleased and honored to welcome you to your new home at the University of Pittsburgh. So hail to each of you, hail to Possible, and hail to Pitt. Thank you.
Thank you, Chancellor Gable. Good morning, everybody, and welcome. My name is Joe McCarthy, and it's my privilege to serve as the Provost of the University of Pittsburgh. Each academic year begins with the excitement of formally welcoming students into the Pitt community at this convocation. And we've been welcoming students into our community for more than 230 years. Over those many years, each class that we have welcomed has made its mark on this institution, as I expect that your class will. Perhaps more importantly, each class that we have graduated has gone on to make an even greater mark through their contributions to the development of our society, as I know your class will. This morning, you take your place in this honored tradition. You take your place in a time of great challenge and even greater opportunity. Building on the 238 years that we've been working to serve society, you are now our future, and we're counting on you to make our world a better place. Pitt's accomplishments in the coming years will come in very significant measure from your accomplishments. And we hope that your achievements will be even greater because you came here to the University of Pittsburgh. As part of our commitment to your ongoing growth, we will ensure that you have the access to the tools, resources, and support that you need to fulfill that potential and your promise. As a provost, I work closely with faculty and academic leaders on all matters related to your education, and I'd like to take a few minutes to acknowledge them along with the recognition of all of you that are here today. As Chancellor Gable said, over 6,000 incoming students who make up the class of 2029. Before I begin, I'd like to recognize the deans and associate deans who are here today with us from various graduate schools. You may plan on attending graduate school here at Pitt, or you may have been accepted into one of our many special degree programs that allow you to matriculate directly into graduate school. The following faculty members and administrators here are with us today leading those success in those schools. Please welcome, from the School of Dental Medicine, Dean Marnie Oakley. From the School of Pharmacy, Dean Amy Seibert. Before I begin talking about our undergraduate schools, I wanted to take a moment to highlight the School of Public and International Affairs. As a former graduate-only school, this is the first year that the School of Public and International Affairs will be enrolling undergraduate students. The School of Public and International Affairs is represented today by Dean Carissa Slaughterback, we look forward to recognizing future transfer and incoming students in the upcoming years with the intention of going to the Public and International Affairs School. Okay, so let's have a little bit of fun here. As I introduce the undergraduate serving deans in attendance, I'll ask that the students that are in that school or intended for that school, please stand as you are able to be recognized along with your dean. This will give you a first look at your new classmates. In addition, I know that we have a significant number of upper class students volunteering today and resident assistants here today who are assisting with today's ceremony. I'd ask that they also join their colleagues and stand as their schools are mentioned. I'll begin today by recognizing the schools that fall within the health sciences. From the School of Health and Rehabilitation Sciences, I'd like to recognize Interim Dean David Beck and Associate Dean Kevin Conley. SHRS is considered an upper division school here at Pitt that accepts only transfer students. So if we have any transfer students that have been admitted into health and rehab science, I'd ask, as you are able, to please stand and be recognized. Our next school is the School of Nursing, represented by Associate Dean Betty Braxter. Will our new and transfer nursing students here today, along with any upperclassmen volunteers, please stand as you are able to be recognized. Okay, now we're getting the hang of it. Next is the School of Public Health, represented by Associate Dean Ada Yoke. Public Health is our newest first-year admitting school within the health sciences. They began admitting first-year students a couple years ago and upper-class transfer students as well. Will the first-year and transfer public health students, along with any upper-class volunteers from the School of Public Health, please stand as you are able to be recognized. Next up is the School of Education, represented by Associate Dean Heather Bachman. The School of Education is another one of our upper division schools that only accepts transfer students, so I'll ask that education transfer students who are here today, along with upper class volunteers, please stand to be recognized. Next, we'd like to recognize the School of Business, represented by Henry E. Holler Jr., Dean Gene Anderson, and Associate Dean Deborah Good. I'll ask that our new incoming and transfer business students, along with upper class volunteers from the school, please stand as you are able to be recognized. Our next school is the School of Social Work, represented by Dean Betsy Farmer and Associate Dean Suzanne Pritzner. Social work is yet another upper division school that admits only transfer students, and by the way, also juniors after your time in the Dietrich School. Will the social work transfer students who are here today, along with any upper class volunteers from the School of Social Work, please stand as you are able to be recognized. Our next school is the Swanson School of Engineering, represented today by U.S. Steel Dean Michelle Manuel and Associate Dean Mary Besterfield-Sacre. I ask that our new incoming and transfer engineering students, along with any upper class volunteers from the Swanson School, please stand as you are able. Next up is the College of General Studies, which is also considered an upper division school. Today they're represented by Dean Adam Leibovich and Associate Dean Adriana Helbig. You get the drill at this point. I would ask that our College of General Studies transfer students please stand as you're able, along with your upper division volunteers. Next is the Dietrich School of Arts and Sciences, which is also represented by Dean Adam Leibovich and Associate Dean Adriana Helbig. Oh, hold on, Adam. Well, as Dean Leibovich so aptly showed you, I'd like to ask that first year and transfer students within arts and sciences, along with upper class volunteers, please stand as you are able. Okay, we'll give that a second. All right, so our next school is the School of Computing and Information, represented today by Dean Bruce Childers. I ask that our incoming transfer and upper class students from the School of Computing and Information please stand as you're able and try and be as loud as the Dietrich School. Finally, I'd like to recognize all incoming, new, and transfer students here today who are admitted into the university not only through their disciplinary academic schools, but also through the Frederick Honors College. Today, the Honors College is represented by Honors College Dean Nicola Foote and Associate Dean David Horniak. Will all Honors College affiliated students here today please stand as you're able to be recognized? We're delighted that all of you are here with us today, whether it's as an incoming first-year student, as a new transfer student, or as one of our many volunteers. You're among the very best in the history of the University of Pittsburgh. And now it's my pleasure to introduce Marley Pinsky, the president of the Student Government Board. Marley is a student in the Dietrich School of Arts and Sciences, a member of the class of 2026, and is also affiliated with the Frederick Honors College due to her major in politics and philosophy and her minor in Spanish. Thank you.
Class of 2029, my name is Marley Pinsky. I serve as your Student Government Board President, and I am so honored and humbled to officially welcome you to the University of Pittsburgh. 2 years ago, when I was sitting in your seats, I remember cycling through a wide range of emotions, including excitement, pride, anxiety, and frankly, at many points during this ceremony, boredom. I remember that through my welcome week, with every small group where I found myself the only humanities major, and with every person whose answer to "where are you from" started with a county in Pennsylvania I'd never heard of as an out-of-state student, I grew more and more uncertain about how much I belonged here at Pitt. But through this incredibly overwhelming and isolating welcome week experience, I power through by holding on to the belief that in college, you find your people. I bet a lot of you were told this before you came here today, that in college you find your people. And I do believe that this is true, but this phrasing makes it sound like you find your people in the same way you find Kathy in the sky, guiding you home back to campus after a long night out, which is a beautiful experience I hope you get to have soon. In reality, things are not so simple. You don't just stumble upon community in college, you seek it out. You undergo the insanely overstimulating experience of walking past 400 booths at the involvement fair. You show up to random club meetings and nervously ponder how you'll answer icebreaker questions around a circle of strangers. And I hate to say it, but you take out your headphones while you're walking from your elevator to your dorm. Maybe even say hi to some of your neighbors. Community comes at the cost of your comfort zone. You don't just stumble upon community in college, you create it. If you wish your floor mates all hung out together, invite your roommates to play cards in your dorm. If you wish you had someone to talk to in your massive bio lecture, turn to the person next to you and introduce yourself. Be the friend you wish you had. Pitt has so many opportunities for you to find community and so many resources to help you in your transition here. For example, you can enroll in free therapy through the University Counseling Center. Or, this fall, a lot of you will be looking to rent off campus next year, and you should know that the Office of Off-Campus Student Services provides free lease review services to help you navigate your renter's rights. These resources and so many others are all around you, but you have to take the initiative to use them. The flip side of the independence that you've gained is that it's all on you to advocate for yourself and to create the life that you want to live here. Class of 2029, whatever you're feeling right now, I hope that sometime soon you feel at home. Personally, I found my communities at Pitt by joining the orchestra, becoming an RA, shout out Nordenberg, and getting involved with student government. And whether you follow in similar footsteps or take a radically different path, although you should definitely join student government, I hope that your journey outside of your comfort zone eventually leads you to a community that welcomes you exactly as you are. In college, you'll find your people, but nobody is holding your hand and leading you to them. Take that lonely walk. It's scary in the moment, but it's so worth it. The second part of my welcome to you is to begin the introduction of some of the many Pitt traditions that you will learn as you begin your journey here at Pitt. The first one, and one of the most important ones, is the introduction of the Pitt Promise. The Pitt Promise is our shared commitment to upholding essential principles of the university. As a campus, we strive to create an inclusive community that values the differences in people, is safe, and is grounded in academic integrity. The University of Pittsburgh is committed to the advancement of learning and service to society. This is best accomplished in an atmosphere of mutual respect and civility, self-restraint, concern for others, and academic integrity. By choosing to join this community, all of us accept the obligation to live by these common values and commit us to the principles of the Pitt Promise. Class of 2029, please rise as you are able and join me in reciting and accepting the tenets of the Pitt Promise as one of your first steps in honoring the legacy of the University of Pittsburgh. I would like to ask the Chancellor's Party, along with any faculty and staff in attendance today or watching virtually, to please rise as you are able and to accept the promise. Any other guests that are in attendance may remain seated. Please turn your attention to the scoreboard for the words of the Pitt Promise, and please recite the promise out loud along with me. I will embrace the concept of a civil community which abhors violence, theft, and exploitation of others. I will commit myself to the pursuit of knowledge with personal integrity and academic honesty. I will respect the sanctity of the learning environment and avoid disruptive and deceitful behavior toward other members of the campus community. I will support a culture of diversity by respecting the rights of those who differ from myself. I will contribute to the development of a caring community where compassion for others and freedom of thought and expression are valued. I will honor, challenge, and contribute to the scholarly heritage left by those who preceded me and work to leave this a better place for those who follow. Class of 2029, by endorsing these common principles, we all accept a moral obligation to behave in ways that contribute to a civil campus environment and resolve to support this behavior in others. This commitment to civility is our promise to the University of Pittsburgh and its community of scholars. Please be seated. At this time, I would like to introduce three outstanding student leaders who will share with you a few of the unique University of Pittsburgh traditions. Please welcome Dextrius R. Williams, Kate Lacrone, and Riley Malseed. Thank you, and hail to Pitt.
Good afternoon, class of 2029. My name is Dextrius R. Williams, and I am the president of the Black Action Society, commonly referred to as BAS. BAS is a student organization that represents the interests of and coordinates events for Black undergraduate students. We encourage our members to become strong, educated leaders who reinforce a healthy community in our attempt to better the quality of life for all students. Our first tradition is Hail to Pitt. Hail to Pitt is the title of the most traditional fight song of Pitt. It was written by Pitt students Lester Milton Taylor and George Morrow Kirk in 1910 and debuted in a production of the Student Theater Organization that spring. That tune was an immediate hit among students, and with a little help from the cheerleader Kirk, soon became an official Pitt fight song. Today, Hail to Pitt is a constant presence at university events. The saying, Hail to Pitt, is also the most traditional and commonly used slogan of the University of Pittsburgh. The saying is often used as a statement of affiliation and is often included as a closing signature in conversation or correspondence between members of the Pitt community. During your first time at Pitt, you will see and hear the salutation many times, including seeing it written out traditionally as H2P. When spoken or written, it is a symbol of our pride, our passion for our university, and it signifies our appreciation for our 238-year legacy. Congratulations, class of 2029, and of course, hail to Pitt.
Good afternoon. My name is Kate Lacrone, and I serve as the lead Oakland Community Ambassador. The Oakland Community Ambassadors are a group of Pitt students who aim to engage with the Pitt and local communities through programming and service initiatives to create a safer, healthier, greener, and better connected Oakland. The ambassadors work with off-campus students and neighbors to better understand, support, and collaborate with the Oakland community. Our next tradition to share is the Victory Lights, which is one of the most noticeable traditions from all around Oakland. Victory Lights is when the top of the Cathedral of Learning, which is located on lower campus, is lit. The lights can be seen after athletic team victories, as well as many other major athletic accomplishments like conference and national championships. Through the generosity of Mr. Chris Bickle, a 1997 graduate of the university and a passionate supporter of Pitt athletics, the Victory Lights now feature an additional blue beam that shoots straight up into the sky. The result is a combination of Pitt's colors, blue and gold, atop one of the most iconic and recognizable university campus structures throughout the United States. As Pitt's athletic season gets underway, we anticipate a lot of victories, so keep your eye out for the Victory Lights to shine. Again, class of 2029, welcome to the Pitt community, and hail to Pitt.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Riley Mulseed, and I serve as the president of the Resident Student Association, commonly referred to as RSA. RSA is a student organization for all students living in the residence halls. RSA is committed to making your residence hall experience exceptional by providing campus-wide events, advocacy initiatives, and leadership opportunities. Our last tradition to share during this ceremony is the Alma Mater. Pitt's alma mater was adopted after the university changed its name in 1908 from the Western University of Pennsylvania to its current University of Pittsburgh. Graduate student George M. P. Bard, class of 1909, penned Pitt's alma mater as part of a contest to commemorate the university's 125th anniversary in 1912, setting the lyrics to the tune of the Austrian national anthem. Pitt's alma mater often is played or sung in a reverent fashion to open and or close various university functions. The alma mater connects the Pitt family, past and present, creating a common bond to each other and representing affinity for our university. At this time, I would like to introduce the University of Pittsburgh's Men's Glee Club, who will lead us in the singing of the alma mater as it's traditionally sung. The club, directed by Mr. Richard Teester, was founded in 1890, making it the oldest non-athletic extracurricular activity on campus, as well as the first collegiate musical ensemble. Please note, they will sing the alma mater twice, the first time alone in its entirety, so that you become familiar with the melody. Afterwards, I will ask everyone to join our new students as they sing the alma mater for the first time together. At this time, I would like to ask everyone to please stand as you are able for the singing of University of Pittsburgh alma mater.
Fate and foe victorious, thou
I now ask the class of 2029 and all guests to join in singing, for the first time together, the University of Pittsburgh Alma Mater. You will find the words for the Alma Mater on the scoreboard.
Thank you, Pitt Men's Glee Club. Weren't they great? All right, students, we're about to close this ceremony, but before we do, there are a lot of people behind the scenes who make an event like this possible. Facilities, safety, the volunteers. Can you give them a round of applause, please, for putting this together for you? And you're about to head off to the biggest group photo you've probably ever been a part of. But first, I hope you notice that in your first days on campus, there have been some fun and creative representations of the Pitt story and the Pitt brand. Maybe you saw a billboard when you were driving in, or you picked up some swag at the Possible at Pitt tent. All of those things are symbols of us celebrating who we are at Pitt, telling our stories across the Commonwealth, across the country and beyond. And I hope you see yourselves reflected in those stories. I hope you feel pride when you see it, and that it inspires you to imagine your own story and what's possible for you at Pitt. So in a moment, we're going to share a short video that helps to tell that stories and is part of what we would call a pump-up or fire-up video for Panther fans at sporting events. So on that note, a very warm welcome again to the Pitt community. Hail to Possible and hail to Pitt.
Someone a long time ago had an idea that we could change the way we do things. What if you had over 30,000 big thinkers and believers behind you, and $1 billion in research to make it happen? With a will that never quits in a city connected to everything? Well, you'd probably find yourself doing something truly incredible.
Congratulations, class of 2029, and good luck to you as you begin your journey here at Pitt. New Student Convocation is now closed, and I request that Chancellor Gable and the platform party please follow me. Students, please remain in your seats until you are released.
Students, please stay in your seats as we transition to our class photo. We just have to do some shifting of our students that were in the upper level. So give us a second, make some friends, talk amongst yourselves, meet your neighbor. Give us 1 minute and we'll get started.